The crown. A life of rules. A path carved centuries ago. But suddenly, shattered. Princess Leonor breaks tradition. Spain is left speechless. From the moment Princess Leonor was born, her life was written in stone. The heir to the Spanish throne. The firstborn daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. Every step, every word, every gesture, measured, rehearsed, expected. But few could have predicted that this young princess, delicate in appearance yet fierce in spirit, would dare to break centuries of tradition with a single decision. Spain, a nation bound by royal history, is no stranger to spectacle. But what Leonor did was not spectacle. It was something far greater. It was defiance, cloaked in grace. And it sent ripples through the very fabric of the monarchy. The moment was quiet at first. No grand announcement. No carefully staged ceremony. It began with a simple choice. A refusal. And then, the world began to notice. What exactly did she do? What tradition did she break? And why did it leave Spain holding its breath? To answer this, we must return to her childhood. Leonor was not raised in the same way as royals of the past. Queen Letizia, a woman of modern spirit, insisted that her daughters would know the value of independence. The princess did not grow up shielded entirely by palaces and protocol. She was encouraged to think, to speak, to challenge. Her education was not about repeating the words of the past, but about shaping a new vision of the future. Still, the monarchy demanded one thing: obedience to tradition. And tradition in Spain is heavy. It carries the weight of centuries. Kings crowned in solemn ceremonies. Heirs raised in silence, duty, and unquestioned loyalty. No room for deviation. No cracks in the foundation. Yet Leonor saw the cracks. She lived them. And when the moment came, she refused to follow blindly. It happened during a moment the world expected to be routine. A ceremony bound in royal protocol. Spain's elite watched. The cameras waited. And the princess stepped forward. Not timid. Not hesitant. Her voice steady. Her choice clear. She declined the scripted words placed before her. She refused the oath spoken for generations. Instead, she spoke her own. Words from her heart. Words no monarch in waiting had dared to utter before. Gasps filled the chamber. Silence followed. And in that silence, the weight of history cracked. Why would she do this? Why risk the fury of tradition? The answer lies in her vision. Leonor is not blind to the struggles of her generation. Spain's youth, burdened by economic hardship, disillusioned by politics, tired of empty gestures. She saw that a monarchy that clings to the past cannot survive the future. And so she chose to break with tradition, not to destroy it, but to breathe life into it. Her words carried themes of unity, equality, and responsibility, not just to the throne, but to the people. She refused to separate herself from them. She declared she was one of them. And in that moment, the heir to the Spanish crown became more than a symbol. She became a voice. But not everyone was pleased. Within the palace walls, whispers turned into storms. Advisors fumed. Courtiers worried. The old guard of the monarchy saw rebellion. A dangerous precedent. If a future queen could defy protocol, what would stop others? The tension between tradition and reform is not new to Spain. History is filled with monarchs who faced this struggle. But rarely has the heir so openly declared her independence at such a young age. Queen Letizia, though outwardly calm, was seen exchanging glances with King Felipe. Did she know? Did she guide her daughter into this moment? Or was she just as stunned as the nation? Speculation ran wild. What's undeniable is this: Leonor's act touched the people. Crowds erupted not in outrage, but in admiration. Young Spaniards flooded the streets and social media, praising her courage. They said she was not just a princess, but a leader. A queen for a new age. Still, admiration alone cannot erase the weight of tradition. The monarchy survives because it stands on continuity, not disruption. And Leonor's decision opened questions Spain had long avoided. Could the monarchy adapt without collapsing? Could a queen rewrite the script of centuries? As days turned into weeks, the story did not fade. It grew. Political voices weighed in. Some saw in Leonor's act a chance to modernize. Others condemned it as reckless. And yet, the princess remained silent. No clarification. No apology. Only a quiet resolve. That silence became her power. Because every Spaniard filled it with their own meaning. Some saw rebellion, others saw hope. And Spain, for the first time in decades, was united in one feeling: curiosity. What would Leonor do next? Would she retreat back into the safety of tradition? Or would she continue to walk this uncharted path? And here lies the deeper question. Did she break tradition for herself? Or did she break it for Spain? The monarchy's survival has always depended on its ability to adapt. But rarely has adaptation come from within, from someone born into its gilded cage. Leonor shattered expectations. She stood in defiance of ritual. And in doing so, she opened the door to a monarchy that breathes. A monarchy that listens. A monarchy that may finally belong to the people. Yet the story is not over. Every choice she makes from here on will be judged. Every gesture will be magnified. And Spain will continue to hold its breath. For the girl who dared to break tradition is no longer just a princess. She is the question Spain must answer. And as history has shown, when a royal dares to defy, the world never forgets. Princess Leonor broke tradition. Spain was left speechless. And the silence that followed may echo for generations.